Welcome back to Will Cartomancy Tarot, Aries. Today I will be presenting a general reading for your astrological sign in romance, work, and finance from 1/31st until 2/14. To save some time, I have already shuffled and displayed the cards as we see here as follows. So with that said, Aries, let's go on and begin. Let's first start with your bottom card here. We have the Eight of Hearts. And this card, Aries, is all about really leaving the past behind. And unlike the Five of Hearts, which usually means that someone has really left you, this eight kind of says that you might want to voluntarily turn away from a dying relationship or an unfulfilling job or career. What you will find is that traditionally this particular eight is usually connected with the Hermit of the Tarot for those of you who usually get tarot readings. And with that, you may decide to put, the things of ordinary life behind you in order to devote yourself to the search for wisdom or enlightenment. Or you're even contemplating leaving a situation that no longer works. Again, Aries, it's a conscious decision based on a sense of stagnation that you've been perhaps feeling, and really a need and a sense to kind of get out there and experience something else. Okay, Aries, let's start on and look at your past card, which is the past or either the basis of the matter or the events that seem to have brought you to where you are now. We have the Seven of Clubs here. And Aries, this card is all about love affairs, trips, finance, as well as perhaps pressures or tensions related to work schedules or either personal commitments. And it looks like you wanted a clear cut direction or a yes or no answer and or a commitment on the part of another. Could potentially be another fire sign, but of course it could be any sign, but those signs include Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. You thought about love and what it would be like to kind of live with someone or to get married. And I'm just looking at your work area. It looks like you handled your affairs skillfully and kind of completed all projects and financial matters successfully, but love seemed to have become or became more important than your work. And I'm seeing you having this tug of war in your head, between your heart and your head, about whether you would want a marriage, a union, or a serious type commitment. And I'm just, just seeing also, it looks like some type of I see that financial obstacles were surmounted, and it looks like you received a check, subsidy, or commission, or some type of settlement. If not, if you haven't gotten it yet, it's gonna be arriving soon. And I'm feeling that you were very grateful for a financial increase, perhaps through a business, perhaps that you have on your own, or that you perhaps concluded a business deal, a trip, or a venture to your satisfaction. Aries, let's move on a little bit further to your future here. We have the Joker. So this card is kind of signaling to me. This card is similar to the Fool card as well as in the tarot, and it also represents. It's all about faith, hope, trust. Contentment, high ideals, and a possibility of a brighter tomorrow. It's all about new beginnings. So with this card, Aries, you can certainly expect the unexpected. And I'm seeing here that you have the conviction that no matter what life hands you, it's going to be all right. And you're going to also, it looks like you're going to be embarking on some type of a new program or creative endeavor involving papers, methods, or studies that's going to be very rewarding and gratifying for you. But just looking back at your romantic situation, I'm kind of feeling that you're going to have mixed emotions regarding another because they appear to kind of want more than what you're ready to give or commit to. In Aries, part of you are going to want to enter the relationship with perhaps complete abandon, while another part of you certainly is going to be holding or trying to hold it at bay. Um, I'm also getting a sense too that you're going to be very surprised by something, an unexpected arrival of something before perhaps you actually internalize it within your head. And this could be anything from an individual from whom you would like to call to money that perhaps that you might be receiving. But with regards with connected with work, I'm seeing a lot of or a considerable amount of paperwork that needs to be processed or handled. And Aries, it's going to require a great deal of concentrated effort and application on your part. But I see you seeing it through to completion. And I'm feeling that perhaps after a brief respite, I see you kind of taking on a little bit more. I'm also feeling a sense that you're going to begin a new enterprise that's going to afford you the opportunity to kind of work or teach the public, perhaps on a grander scale. And it looks to me that if you've perhaps been thinking about leaving your current job or taking a leave of absence, I'm kind of getting a sense that in time that you will, and you're gonna also start to tell yourself or start to come to an understanding is that if your relationships kind of serve you or your growth, you're going to stay together. If it does not, you're going to let it go and move on. Again, I'm seeing some type of a decision concerning your career or finances that you're going to have to be making real soon. And as I said, if you've been expecting money, it certainly is going to arrive. Aries, one thing you should understand is that you will be acutely aware of the presence of God in your life, and you're going to thank Him for giving you the kind of spiritual understanding it takes to kind of let Him decide your course. Because you of yourself, it looks like you really don't know what you need or what will bring happiness in the long run. And this card is kind of telling you if you kind of let go of all of the things that you want to need, want would also go, and in its place you will find its objective, and that's happiness. And this card is also saying that, the kingdom of God is, or the kingdom of heaven is within you. Really, just try to talk things over with God, because the more you do, the more clearly you're going to begin to understand His guidance as a natural inner urging and the way in which He sort of responds. Let's move on to your last card here, Aries, which is the Eight of Clubs. And Aries, that eight is all about expansion, movement, time spent away from home, romance, meetings and gatherings, and particularly new opportunities and definitely long distance communication. So this is suggesting to me that this was a positive time for romance, and if a significant love affair doesn't begin, a very warm and enchanting one, you're at least going to be charmed by an admirer or two. And I'm seeing some type of invitation or proposition that's going to come your way that is going to completely take you by surprise. With regard to work, Aries, I'm seeing that you're going to be very enterprising, and you can soon expect good fortune in business or a sudden progress of some sort. And I'm feeling that you can expect a sudden improvement in your financial affairs. I feel lots of activity and correspondence that's going to be related to work. And perhaps for those of you that have a business of your own or trying to launch a business, I'm seeing, good success in terms of moving forward with that. And I see that when all this is said and done, you're going to be so grateful for the end of stagnation or delays. And you're going to be so happy that, you have renewed activity in your career and you have found a new outlet for your talent. So one thing this card is suggesting to me, one final thing, is that you're approaching your goal, Aries, but your affairs will not be completely set, decided, or determined. You needn't be anxious about your affairs because the universe certainly knows what things you are in need of. And what you want has already been established. You need to understand that, and you will be led into it, or it will certainly come to you. So, Aries, this is what I have for you from now until the 14th of this month. This is in the areas of work, romance, and finance. I do appreciate all of the comments that you guys have been sending me. They have been very helpful, and I hope that I've implemented some of your suggestions in this reading. I look forward to receiving more comments from you guys and also doing more readings for you all. If you're interested in scheduling a personal reading with me, the fee for that reading is $50. You can email your request over to wat610@gmail.com, or you can send a donation over to wat61073@gmail.com. I really do appreciate your time, and I hope you all enjoy your evening. And I will be following up with my next post for you guys shortly. Thank you.